Call me to order and roll this to the
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilwoman Brown.
Here.
Councilman Weaver. Here. Councilman Brock.
Here.
Councilman Watson. Councilman Park.
Here.
Mayor Lynch. Here. We have a quorum for business.
Approval of the minutes of September 11th meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of September meeting. Second.
Motion by Councilman Brock, second by Councilman Park to approve the minutes of September 11th, 2017. Are there any changes proposed? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Brock?
Yes.
Councilman Park?
Yes.
Motion passes and the minutes are approved.
I'd like to welcome our visitors. Glad to see you here. You can join us today. Approval of the agenda. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Agenda approved is written. Under new business, the first item is a rezoning of Dogwood Hills Technology Park for a public hearing. That's resolution number 17-0925.
I'll have a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Barton, second by Councilman Broughton, to approve resolution number 17-0925. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to consider public hearing for rezoning is approved.
And that'll be on October 23rd.
That's right.
Next item is a contribution to Turtle Point Science Center. That's located in Flomaton, Alabama. The cities in the county are pooling money to help them replace their deck. The city of Brewton, with this resolution, would pledge $2,500. That's resolution number 17-0925-1.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 17-0925-1.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Weaver, second by Councilwoman Brown, to approve resolution number 17-0925-1. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Park?
Yes.
Motion carries and the Turtle Point contribution is approved.
Next item is architectural agreement with Goodman Mills and Kaywood for the construction of Building 1 for Corvallis out of our technology park. It's resolution 17-0925-2.
Motion to approve. Number 17-0925-2.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Brown, second by Councilman Barton, to approve resolution number 17-0925-2. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the resolution to approve the architectural services agreement with Goodman Mills and Kaywood is approved.
The groundbreaking ceremony will be October the 25th at Dogwood Hills at 3 o'clock. Some of the expected guests that have accepted to be there would be Governor Kay Ivey, Director of Commerce, Greg Canfield, and the Director, Boswell of ADECA. I'm sure there'll be others, but it should be a fun day. That'll start at 3 o'clock at Dogwood Hills, and then Corvallis, who has temporary offices downtown, will be inviting people to come downtown, and they're going to have food and things, and want people to see their office downtown. I think they're flying 50 of their employees from around the U.S. in for that day to meet the new employees and see Brewton. Right now, Corvallis is training at the rate of, they got 3 classes at a time going right now. Their first class graduated last week. I had the privilege of attending that presentation and ceremony, and they hired some really good people from Brewton. So I look forward to the 25th. The actual construction on those buildings won't start until they have 50 employees in Brewton, but the groundbreaking will be the 25th. Next item is a resolution to purchase the Albritton real estate located on the intersection of Sowell and Blacksher.
I believe it's actually listed as St. Joseph, but
Which one is that?
I think it's actually listed as St. Joseph on records.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's Sowell, St. Joseph, but whatever the correct legal description is, it's where the Albritton property is, and a price up to a price not to exceed $20,000 plus the necessary expenses. And that's Resolution 17-0925-3.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 17-0925-3.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Barton, second by Councilman Broughton, to approve resolution number 17-0925-3. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries, and the purchase, the resolution to purchase the property from Ms. Lucille Albritton is approved.
And I think most people are aware that with the last project we have under the HRIP program, which was Alabama Department of Transportation paving program, is a Sowell Road area, and we're going to improve that intersection East Street, which crosses the railroad track, and Blacksher there, and that's why we needed that piece of property, was to improve that intersection at that location. The next item is set for the Brewton Municipal Court, the arraignment and court dates.
These are the arraignment dates. For just a second, I'll put up the court dates.
They already have it.
Need a motion to approve it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Broughton, second by Councilman Barton, to approve the municipal court arraignment and court dates. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Barton? Yes. Motion carries, and the court dates are approved.
Next item is a motion to approve October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. for a Halloween trick-or-treat.
Motion to approve the Halloween trick-or-treat on Tuesday, October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Brown, second by Councilman Broughton. to approve trick or treat date and time. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Frost?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion carries. And the trick or treat date of October 31st at 5 o'clock until 8 p.m. is approved.
Next item, Chamber of Commerce continues to have, seems to me, one really great event after the other, and they have some events coming up, and I'm asking to come before the council and just talk a little bit about what's been going on and what's coming up. I call on Melanie Good.
Thank you. I'll give you just kind of a quick rundown. First, I want to thank those of you that came out to Porch Fest. For those of you that didn't, I hope you'll plan next year because we're hoping it'll be bigger and better. But I was trying to think back on when we started this, but I don't know if you remember, about over a year ago, you were talking to us and you said, y'all have got to get out of this town and find something. And so we took the mayor's, suggestion, and we said, we had heard about Porch Fest. Actually, I'm going to give it to Linda Williams, and she had seen it and said, we've got to go do this. So we took off to Tennessee, 6 of us, and had a meeting with those guys up there, and that's where we got the whole idea to come with this, and we thought it would be great in Brewton. And it was a year of hard work, but it was paid off. The weather was great, and I don't really know how you can judge an attendance. I don't know that. But it was a lot of work. The homeowners were magnificent. The musicians volunteered their time. They were magnificent. And it's a time for them to showcase their music. And I've even heard talk to some of them that were able to sign up, new gigs, and that's kind of what it's for. And the general public, I was amazed at, from young kids to old kids. I mean, it was just everyone there had a great time. All of our food vendors said they did well. They all want to come back next year. All of our porch owners want to participate next year. We will take any suggestions. If you hear anything from any of the citizens in your area or anything like that, we'll take any suggestions to try to better what we did. My preference would be maybe to squish it in a little bit. It was kind of a long walk for some people that can't get around. That's just something we may look at. We've also heard maybe do it October, November, but the weather in Brewton is so interchangeable, you don't really ever know if it's going to be cold in November or what. But anyway, so thank y'all for supporting that. Thank you for coming out, for those of you that did. We were very excited and very proud, and we hope to make it a year-round thing that will go on every year. Whether we do it the same time frame or maybe a little later in the fall, just for the weather purposes. The other thing is our youth leadership, our adult leadership have just started for this new year. We have 16, of course, 8 from Neal, 8 from Miller, juniors that have just started the youth leadership program, and their first thing is like the 1st of October. And then the adult leadership, which we have 10 participants this time, they started last week. So that's kicked off. And they'll get going strong, with the youth leadership, like I said, in October. Judy does a lot with the Christmas project, but I was going to just bring that up. That is something that us as chamber directors are trying to be more involved with. But Judy does a lot of that work, and those letters have gone out to all the businesses. That's around $25,000 of money donated that is spent at local businesses. So that's a good thing for us. Our downtown holiday kickoff is scheduled for November the 16th, and that is, of course, when all of our downtown businesses, we offer it to all of our members, but all of your businesses are open late, offer snacks, desserts, sales, that kind of thing, kind of to kick off the holiday season. And then our Christmas parade is scheduled for December the 8th at 6 o'clock, and that will be a night parade, of course. And somebody asked me just today, if it rains, what are we going to do? And I think that we've always discussed if it rains on Friday night, then we will move it to Saturday night. But that's just, don't write that down because I'm not sure. But it will be a night parade, like I said, at 6. I'm super excited about this because we always kind of try to figure out something to do while the community is downtown. And First Baptist Church and First Baptist Church East Brewton this year have joined together, and they're doing a Christmas cantata. and they've asked if they can perform that cantata downtown after the parade. So they will be down at the Brewton mural wall, and they're going to set that up as a stage, and Todd Ray and Ronnie Harrington will be leading that group, and I think that'll be great. They will present their Christmas cantata, and if you miss it that night, they'll do it Saturday and Sunday too. So I'm excited about that. I think that'll be a good holiday spirit add-on. Our next big event coming up is in about 3 weeks, and that's of course the rodeo. And thank y'all for all your work. I didn't have anything to do with that, but I'm amazed at what the park looks like, just what all's been done so far. But we're excited about that. Of course, just like every year, we wait on the hope for good weather. We have lots of cowboys, cowgirls coming in from all around the area. Brewton is, for our contractor, he says Brewton's their second best rodeo, so that's exciting to know that this is our 3rd year and we're already his second best. But anyway, so we're looking forward to that. We are still seeking sponsorships from all of our businesses. We lost our gold sponsor this year, so it's been a little difficult, but we're working hard trying to regain all that, the money for our budget for that. But if you know of anyone or anyone that's interested, we would love to have any donations we can get. But we are looking forward to that, and that is on the 13th and 14th of October. I think I covered everything. I didn't really look at any notes. Is there any questions, or is there something I didn't cover y'all have a question about?
Well, just being one that was at Porch Fest and not knowing at all what to expect that day when I went there, because I couldn't ever really wrap my mind around how y'all were explaining it. I thought it was fantastic. We had a great time. It was really nice. So y'all did a great job. And that was a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work.
It was, but it seemed to all come together. So, and it takes a good group of people. And we have a great group that did that. So, but thank you. We enjoyed it. It was fun. Anything else? Well, thank y'all for letting me come. If you need anything else, just holler at us. We'll be glad to help.
Thank you, ma'am. I also just like to make mention that Sunday, October 1st, is the retirement of Reverend H.K. Matthews with his church at 3 o'clock. And Reverend Matthews is he's a fixture at these council meetings, but he has been a pastor for 40 years, and that's a long time to almost do anything. And I've had the pleasure of going to his church on numerous occasions, and he'll be missed. And but I look forward to that retirement party. Any other comments?
No, sir.
Motion adjourned.